The time is 12:32 p.m. The day is January 1st, 2025. I am recording this as an update for where I currently stand and where I would like to be going. Well, what is there to talk about since last time? I guess we could start with work. That would be a good place to start. Okay. After recording that video, I finagled my way through uploading it. I dumped the file onto Adobe Premiere. I tried to improve the audio quality. Not sure if it sounds better or worse, but I tried. And after that, I uploaded it on my YouTube channel, and then I left for work. When I got to work, I greeted all of my coworkers with a nice, friendly smile, kind of like this, although imagine a mask around my face instead, which I wear because I'm afraid that my face speaks more than what I say, so I put a mask on as to not offend anyone. Of course, that doesn't mean that I have any disdain or hatred or any of that. What it means is that sometimes I make an exaggerated expression on something that I either find good or I find awful. And that usually means that you get a strong reaction out of people for doing something like that. I wear the mask to shield myself from causing any distress or anger or any negative emotions, really. Anyways, moving on. I started off the day with 3 straight hours of bagging for the customers, and I was my most friendliest and pleasantest throughout the whole exchange. As I was bagging, I would ask the customers questions like, "How are you? How are you going to spend the final day of 2024? And got any plans for the night?" I had many different answers for my questions. Some of the answers were very mundane. Some people simply just want to go to sleep. Other people want to party hardy like there's no tomorrow. And so, that's exactly the kind of things I enjoy about communicating with customers, and why I have decided to choose not to move up to another department, such as bakery or anywhere else, meat department. It's because the customers are on their way out. And because they're on their way out, their patience is more heightened because they are winding down their time at Stater Brothers. Whereas when they're going into the store, their patience is short. Either because they're hungry, so they want the deli to make them food fast, or they need ingredients from the meat department for a feast they are having, or they need a cake for their loved ones for a birthday present from bakery. And so, when they're going out of the store, they've achieved everything they set out to and are simply just winding down, which is the best way to meet a customer, in my opinion, because you're not worried if they're going to be short with you. Because they've already done everything they needed, they can relax. And so you feel relaxed as a result. I can't imagine working under pressure. I understand it must be done, and I have great respect for my coworkers who do it. Very much so. But I personally am very. I also find it very boring. I'm just either restocking the shelves, wandering around the store, fulfilling orders, and, you know, putting things in the oven or in the fryer. Yes, I agree. It's something that must be done, and every part of the pipeline in a store is important, and I am not saying it is not. And I greatly appreciate every part of the machine. But what I am saying is, me personally, oops, dropped a little meme there for anyone who watches the Red Letter Media Nerd Crew videos. But again, it's true. So, me personally, I just enjoy a nice, relaxing time at work with minimal stress. Call me lazy, call me unmotivated, but that's the way I see it. Honest feelings. Sometimes honesty can seem absurd or dumb or weird, but it's the only way that we grow or change, by saying how we honestly feel. So, anyways, it's getting to be almost time to go, so I better go the lightning round here. I had to do lot. Well, I got to do lot, or I get to do lot is what I mean to say, because it's a blessing I have a job in the first place. I'm always so grateful to have work. It's a beautiful thing. So I was pushing the carts around 4 to 5, or was it 3 to 4? No, it was 4 to 5. And I was helping out one of my coworkers. I remember she was complaining to me about how it was very annoying, how there was so many things to keep track of, and how she wasn't able to take her break because it was a busy day. And I remember also agreeing that it is a very busy day, and that it's just the way things are, and that's how we gotta deal with things. So, but that doesn't mean that we can poo-poo it. It's just the sooner you can accept the reality of the situation that you find yourself in, the sooner you can have a good attitude about it. I believe that's my philosophy. I'm just saying. I'm just saying stuff that I'm thinking. This isn't. I'm not telling anyone what to think or how to think or whatever. I'm just saying my truth. But anyways, yeah. So I went home, and when I got home, I was watching this YouTuber called Magic Mush make a video about Chowder. More specifically, a really terrible video essay about the cartoon Chowder. And what I found so fascinating about this video was that the guy who made it could easily be seen as, I don't know, a humanitarian grifter? I don't know. That doesn't really make sense. Okay, basically the video was about, there was a guy who is into shipping culture, and if for anyone who doesn't know what that is, it's basically when you take a cartoon with cartoon characters and then you put them in relationships, just to see their chemistry and how they interact. It's not something I'm into at all. Zero interest in. The only reason why I watched this video is because I like Magic Mush as a YouTuber content creator, and I find all of his stuff to be very interesting and well put together, well edited. and he's got a fairly reasonable take on things. But this this guy who this Magic Mush was talking about basically disagreed with him because he believed that the video was intentionally leaving out details. Basically, what the video was about was that in the video, the guy who made the video essay said that Chowder and Panini's relationship was toxic because Panini was forcing herself onto Chowder, kind of like the whole Pepe Le Pew situation. But the only difference here is that these characters are children, and children are more likely to make. They don't know the world, and so they're going to make silly mistakes that aren't immediately obvious to adults. And so it's fine when it comes to that. But this guy was treating this relationship like they were adults, which is silly. But on top of that, like, it wouldn't be okay if, like, she was, like, forceful, but in the cartoon, the character is, like, also receptive and a friend to Chowder. She is not, like, an enemy or just forcing herself on to Chowder. And the creator of the I bring that up because the creator of the show, C.H. Greenblatt, specifically mentioned that as his favorite scenes of Chowder with Panini and Chowder. That even though she romanticizes him, at the end of the day, she still also sees him as a friend too. And that was a detail that the guy who made the video ignored and was intentionally misleading the audience to make it seem like things were a lot worse than what they really are. So basically, that was the whole point of that video, which was very interesting. All right, the time's getting low, so basically, I went back to work. I continued bagging for the customers. I won't go into details because I'm running low on time. All I gotta say is that... Yes, Rachel?
Oh, hey, Jesse was just saying if you get a chance before you go, if you could throw out the kitchen trash.
Absolutely. I'll do it as soon as I can. Okay, responsibility is knocking, so I better just put an end to this. Um, yeah, anyways, the final day of 2024 was not that much different from your average day. I ended it watching The Wizard of Oz with my mom and our family friend, and it was very enjoyable and a nice nostalgic trip down memory lane. And now, it is today, and I'd get into details, but I'm running short on time, so all I'll say is that I hope this is going to be a great year, and it is going to be a great year, and I'm hoping that these daily journals will help make me more aware of my decision making and how I can approach it differently to put me on the right path. So that's about all I have to say for now. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.